Well, good afternoon to you, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and those across the Eastern Caribbean. Welcome to WEFM'S 3pm news. I'm your presenter, Nerissa Sandy, with the details. First, on the local scene, Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, has made a public statement on the plane which was reported missing after it departed Canouan Airport in the southern Grenadines on December 22. During his weekly appearance on NBC Radio's face-to-face program, Dr. Gonsalves said it has become evident that the plane didn't so much disappear as feigned a disappearance, because the thesis which is being operated on is that they turned off the transponder. He went on to state that the information that they have through the contact from the external authorities is that they have a clear idea as to what happened. The Prime Minister said since the plane incident was reported, authorities in St. Vincent and the Grenadines have been in touch with 2 Latin American countries of relevance on the matter with certain information. SVG has also been in touch with the relevant authorities in the United States, the Regional Security Services, and the Regional Security System, the RSS. According to local media reports, on December 22, the GLF-3 Gulfstream private jet with registration number N337LR left the Canouan Airport in the southern Grenadines at 2:27 p.m., carrying 3 passengers and the pilot. The pilot's last communication with the air traffic control was at 2:33 p.m. An alert was made when the plane failed to return at its scheduled time of 4:27 p.m. Still on the local scene, the Beckwith Port Elizabeth Almond Tree has been announced the overall winner of this year's VINLEC National 9 Mornings Best Lit Community. The announcement was made at the conclusion of the festival on Christmas Eve. Second position is the Rose Hall Works, with Point Village falling in the third position. Meanwhile, Caress City Store has again won the Best Lit Commercial Building title in the National Christmas Lighting Competition. Caress City Store won the title in 2022. The results announced by the National Christmas Lighting and 9 Mornings Committee, Caress Building at the corner of Hillsborough East and Halifax Street in Kingstown. The second position was the building that houses Clare Harbour. Third position was taken by Jack's Enterprises, while Lanes took the fourth position. In the category of Best Lit Garden, Villa Top Gardens Hull's residents won the competition. The Rosa Recreational Park took the second spot, while the third place went to the Richmond Hill Gardens. The National 9 Mornings Festival ran from December 16th to the 24th and was held under the theme Our Christmas, Our Vibes. Still on the local scene, construction work on the port modernization project in Kingstown has reached its 50% mark. This is according to Minister of Urban Development, Banava Brown, as she provided an update on the project at the recent sitting of Parliament. She said the project is in line with the country's National Economic and Social Development Plan Objective Number 4. Senator Brown said the project will position St. Vincent and the Grenadines to capitalize on future opportunities. Construction of the Kingstown port began in May of 2022 and is funded by a combination of donors and loan agencies. In news out of the region, the National Security Ministry in Bermuda says it is working with relevant authorities to investigate the circumstances that forced a UK-bound flight to divert to the island with almost a dozen injured people on board on Christmas Eve. According to Caribbean Loop News, the ministry confirmed in a statement that emergency services took the 11 people to hospital and that 9 had been released after treatment. The report says the aircraft executed a controlled landing on the island. The flight was transporting 225 passengers and 13 crew members. Still in the region, 3 hospitals in Trinidad and Tobago are expected to benefit from multi-million-dollar renovations and upgrades to improve operations of the facilities. T&T Express says renovations costing $34 million are to be carried out at the San Fernando General Hospital, the Port of Spain General Hospital, and the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex in Mount Hope. And finally, on the international scene, a series of attacks by Hezbollah on Israeli posts close to the border is escalating as exchanges of fire since the Israeli-Gaza war between Hamas and Israel began on October 7. According to the BBC, the recent rise in violence now between Israel and Hezbollah has been largely confined to the border area, although Israel has conducted limited air raids deeper into Lebanese territory. The BBC says Israel has been pushing for Hezbollah to withdraw north of the Litani River, which lies about 20 miles north of the border. On Tuesday of this week, Israel's military said an anti-tank missile fired by the Iran-backed armed group injured 9 soldiers, and as they went to assist a civilian injured in an earlier attack, the war began. This brings us to the end of WEFM's 3 o'clock news. Of course, my name's Nerissa Sandy. Our next newscast will come your way at 5:30 this afternoon. Thank you for listening.